Hi, I'm Shannon Bingham, and I am so excited for this episode today because you're going to learn so much from these two right here. So let's go ahead and introduce them and tell us a little bit about what you guys do.
Yeah, so my name is Tricia Keightley. I am the founder of Portrayals XR. We have a software application that is bridging the gap for therapists and life coaches to be able to support their clients in between sessions.
And good morning, I'm Wes Cauveren. I'm actually here as a strategic advisor and a financial supporter for Portrayals XR. Happy to be here.
So you guys are doing some, literally groundbreaking stuff that I haven't even heard of yet, developing and happening all over the world. So what is it exactly that this program is doing?
Yeah, so we have built out a conscious AI that is built off of neuropsychology, neuroscience, neurolinguistic programming, inner child healing, in a very safe, secure place, so that way people can get the support that they need in the 167 hours that they're not with their therapist or their life coach. So
that is so cool, because honestly, there is times where you want their support and really truly don't have that backing. And if you have an AI that's built just like your therapist, I can't imagine the resources that people would be able to, extend to them. So that's incredible. So tell me a little bit how it started, and what was your thoughts early on?
Yeah, so it actually came as a divine idea in the middle of the night, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's when the best ideas come, right?
Agreed.
Yeah, so, and it was to really help people be able to have an immersive environment, a healing space for themselves. And so then it has kind of pivoted and changed over time. And AI, of course, was big and booming. And we had talked about like a virtual reality where you can actually take a picture of yourself as a child, bring it to life, and have this amazing, beautiful session to be able to reparent the inner child. And that's future state, right? But this is the state that we're in for 2026.
So how did you guys come into, because obviously you've invested in this idea, so Absolutely. Tell me a little bit how you came in the picture.
So I met Tricia, about 2.5 years ago, and I saw the journey that she was on, and I was on my own journey as well. But I'm 30 years corporate. I've been working in healthcare, primarily on the technology side, but supporting pharmacy and medical claims, all the back-end network contracts, rebates with drug manufacturers, and you get to a space. 2020 was a big hit, when everything's locked down and you see mental health just really blowing up and I saw it from a claims perspective. I see the medical claims coming in, I see the pharmacy claims. Mm-hmm. I saw my first $1 million claim, which was, for a different product, but at the same time, it started telling me that I'm probably in the wrong place. So I started diverting my attention a little bit into a space that I felt like was truly healing and truly getting out in front of the root of these problems. And Tricia's got just a grand idea that I fully support and advocate for.
I fully support. You're just learning about it right now. So I think one of the things that people have kind of needed over the last few years, especially since COVID, was mental health support. And so I feel like in this space, you have something that is very much needed. And so how is it being received from the actual medical professionals that you're involved with right now?
Yeah, so we are not necessarily in like a major medical space, right? Just because of all the stuff that's going on with AI, we have to be so careful.
Sure.
We are more like with the therapy and the life coaches, because what ours is doing is like, it's so different than going to ChatGPT, right? And just going and asking a kind of life coaching type question. Mm-hmm. We're actually helping you be the best version of yourself, versus ChatGPT is telling you exactly what you want to hear, exactly. Which is not really helping you in the long run. So it's a challenging way to really kind of ask questions and get you to be better. So all the life coaches that I'm talking to, therapists are a little leery of like what's going on, and I think we're the little bit longer that we have to really get in front of them, the better. And then once kind of the laws have settled a little bit around therapy and AI, then we'll be in a better space with that. But life coaching, oh my gosh, the
sky's the limit.
Yeah.
So it's really about safety, and you talked about that a little bit. Tell me what your goals are for that.
Yeah, so we have built it on a moral code foundation. So what that means is that no matter what, if anybody talks about harming themselves or others, it shuts down, sends a message to their practitioner immediately, and then gives them the 988 hotline or whatever hotline it is that's in their country. And so that way, because if you can get to somebody within 7 minutes of them wanting to harm themselves or others, it goes down exponentially that they will actually do anything. So that's the goal, right? Is to make sure that they feel good in their body. That's what our whole goal is.
That's so wild. AI is such a wild west. So to know that there's some sort of safety parameters around it is really good.
Yeah.
So how did the therapists find and connect with you that want to be a part of this?
Yeah. So on portrayalsxr.com, that's probably the easiest way. We're all over social media as the same handle as well, so they can kind of follow along with our journey.
That's incredible. And so is there like a monthly payment, or how does that work for somebody that wants to be involved with this?
Yeah, so for practitioners it's $49 a month, and for individuals it's $29 a month. And there's meditation built in, sound healing, digital journaling, habit trackers, literally every single thing you would need for like self-realization and a personal development journey.
So let me ask you this. This is a way off the cuff question, but do you have to have the actual therapist, or can you just build a technical AI therapist for somebody that wants to come on for $29 a month?
Yeah, I mean, there's already AI built into it, and that's the one that I was talking about with the inner child healing. It'll walk you through an inner child healing session. And one really thing that I would like to add that's really cool is that I always kind of do this, like it's a bubble, right? You see these like large language models like ChatGPT and all that. We've created a small language model, so it will not go out and research the web, because it's eventually ChatGPT is going to be kind of like Wikipedia, right?
Yes.
It's like what's true, what's
Who's not. Yeah.
And so we've built it to where it doesn't go out and search the web, and we're able to actually build out to where people are in kind of a really safe bubble, and it's just a much better environment for them to be able to get that coaching that they really need.
That's great. So what's the incentive for a therapist or a life coach to use this product?
Oh, great question. So we'll think about the text messages and things that they get in between sessions, right? It's like,
even as a hairstylist, I'm like, that's a huge thing. Like, no, text me at 10 at night.
Oh yes. Even after you quit drinking, they will do that. Yes. So they actually create passive income for them, because every single time someone hits their AI, they get paid. So that's the best thing, is that they're not having to trade their time for money anymore, and they're able to really spread their beautiful knowledge out into the world, and it's limitless. They don't have to 1 hour here, 1 hour there.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
So is there a percentage they get paid off the 29? Is that how that works?
So if they build out their own digital twin, then it's a little bit different. They kind of get their own separate platform, and so they can charge whatever they want. So our kind of default right now is $1.49 per message that gets put in.
Got it.
But otherwise, they're able to actually set that price to whatever they want.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So if somebody is looking to get involved with it, is it difficult to build that kind of thing out?
No, and we actually help them through the entire process, right? So you can do it from YouTube videos, you can do it from the books that they've written. A lot of the people that we're talking to are authors as well, speakers. You can transcribe anything, right? And use content. We can summarize books that they love, and we're able to really train it with that.
Wow. That's so wild.
Yeah.
So do you guys also assist the person that's the life coach in gaining clients?
So we build them out a landing page, but we're definitely not doing their marketing for them.
Got it.
Yes.
Yep. Sometimes that's a thing, so I'm like, where the incentive could be there.
Yeah, but I would add that we are keeping a directory within the platform, so they can be found if there are individuals that are on the platform maybe using it personally, and at some point they maybe realize that I need a life coach, I need a therapist. So anybody who's out there on the platform, they can certainly engage them and start working with a life coach or therapist through the platform.
That's really, really neat. So what else am I missing? Am I missing anything today that you want to really communicate? Because this is just such great information for everyone that's watching.
I think for me, I think what we talked about a little bit earlier was just the ability for the life coach or the therapist to have something at their disposal when they get in with the client. I think whether it's prep time or even the first 15 minutes of a session trying to catch up on the last week, it takes all that out. So they're more prepped, they've got something at their disposal that's been provided to them, and it's more real. It's not somebody trying to explain a situation they had or a triggering event from the prior week. So in those 167 hours that have elapsed, they've got something at their disposal, and it takes them in the session. I believe it makes it more efficient.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'll just add that 167 hours, we talk about that a lot, right? And it's like the subconscious controls 95% of what we're doing.
100%.
So if we're able to use a tool and be able to create a new decision, create a new behavior, maybe even change a belief, because we have the latest and greatest neuro belief coherence method built into it as well.
Wow.
That if you're able to change that and get off of that cycle, you are so much more able to really live the life of your dreams whenever you can control that 95% of your subconscious actually controlling your mind.
Yeah.
You're able to operate from the conscious mind more often and create new decisions.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, and I know that, nowadays there's a lot of life coaches out there and stuff. So it's nice to know that if somebody is coming on board that may not have the experience to be a life coach, that you have these resources that they're able to land with within your platform that helps catapult them into an even better version of themselves as well as the life coach, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
So anything that, what's the website again? Let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah, portrayalsxr.com.
Okay, and so they go on and you sign up and then they go into that. So as entrepreneurs, do you guys feel that this was something that, you know, when it came to be, did you guys feel that completion? You know what I'm saying? That when we have that as entrepreneurs, you feel like, oh my gosh, this is it.
I definitely believe this is my soul's purpose. This is why I came here, 100%. So yes, and I've just always been an entrepreneur. I've had a web design and branding agency for 15 years.
Oh, wow.
And so it's like, that's great, you know, and I've been able to help a lot of people. But this is different, right? It's emotional healing. It's healing. It's like just so many ways to develop yourself inside of the platform, and it just feels so good, and I can't wait. I mean, that's one of my goals, right? Help heal millions of people in a shorter amount of time, right? I've been on my journey for 15 years. I want it to take 15 months, you know, not the full 15 years.
Why not? The brain's capable of it, right? We just sometimes hold ourselves back.
Yes.
And this makes it so accessible for people that really don't have the resources really to do this. So I'm really proud of you guys. Thank you guys for coming on this show. And we are so thankful. So again, jump on their platform, you guys. They are doing some groundbreaking things with AI and life coaching and therapy. So be sure to check out their website one more time.
Portrayalsxr.com.
And thank you guys so much for being on the show.
Thank you.